Today we've got a account executive from bark.com. We've got Lucas. So firstly, mate, thanks for taking the time. I'm sure you're pretty busy.
Mate, it's a pleasure. Happy to chat. It's been a while. You got this job here, so obviously happy to have the chat.
Yeah, lovely. And for those of us who don't know and where you work at bark.com, can you give us a little bit of an intro as to what you guys do and what problem that the sort of team solves?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So without getting too into it, Bark was created, I guess, back in 2014 to, make the buyer and seller experience for interacting with services a lot easier. So we're an online services marketplace with the main premise of connecting, businesses with potential customers who are looking for services. So instead of the pain point of if you need something, done professionally, doing all the outreach and trying to do stuff yourself, tries to put all the sort of people into one spot. So it's a better experience for buyers and businesses who can find those people who are looking for those services in the one spot.
Yeah, awesome, great. And I noticed the other day you're a bit over a year into your journey at Bark. What would you say, was your biggest challenge starting off, within like your first tech sales role?
Yeah, look, it's been a crazy year. Lots of learning, I think, coming into a sales role from previously a marketing background. There's obviously lots of new skills to learn and different processes, different ways how to do things. But look, it's I think it's just been a good lesson in being persistent and just trying to be a sponge with all the things you can learn. There's some very talented people here at Bark, both management and the team around us. So it's been great to learn from all the people around here. But I think the biggest challenge probably just be the learning curve, like the first probably 3 to 6 months. It's pretty hands-on, and you got to hit the ground running and just throw things at the wall until it sticks. So all comes with a new sort of challenge, but it's been really good.
Yeah, lovely. And in terms of like successful skills or traits that you sort of have noted across your time, what would you sort of put that down to? Like, what are some of those traits of success you'd say?
Yeah, sure. So probably the biggest things would be being really persistent and just enthusiastic. Sales can be a bit of a roller coaster sometimes. Some days will be really good, some days might be a bit average, but I think just sticking with it and always just being optimistic about what you can do and what you can learn. When you see people who are at the pinnacle of sales and really good salespeople, I think what defines them is just their ability to keep going and just learning and always just trying to absorb for what's coming around them. So never just being satisfied with what they got, always trying to learn and grow and keep on going.
Yeah, perfect. And can you give us a bit of an insight of, I wouldn't say average day, because everyone usually says every day looks different, but like maybe an average day / week, what does that sort of look like for you in your role?
Yeah, mate. So average week, lots of prospecting, lots of meetings throughout the day, setting up, lots of trials on our platform, demos, getting people across it. Just lots of activity just all around. We try and keep it, we work pretty hard at Bark, but we also get to go down to the lovely gym at Virgin Active throughout the day, which is nice. Have a few things throughout the week where we all get together and a few meetings, get across everything. But week to week, just lots of activity, lots of outreach, getting the numbers up, trying to get as many people to hear about the product and try it as much as possible. So that's why the AE role was created at Bark, just really get high volume through, it's really good.
Would you say, like, to throw off script, but like, do you find in terms of your day? Like, do you have blocks in terms of like the morning being, let's say, just BD and then like, you know, prospecting and then more meetings in the afternoon, or is it a bit sporadic in terms of just because of the time zones that you guys look after?
Yeah, it is. It is probably a bit more sporadic. We obviously we deal at the moment currently with North America and Australia, New Zealand. So that has its own challenges with the not being in daylight savings at the moment for North America in particular. So we can start the day sometimes at 5:30, 6 in the morning, and then obviously sometimes go into the night as well to accommodate. So yeah, meetings will sort of come in throughout the day. There's a bit of business development throughout the day. Kind of just falls in wherever you get a spare second. But I don't want to sound like a robot, but every day is pretty but also similar in some ways.
Yeah, and I absolutely get that. And what would you say that, you know, what you've enjoyed the most about your position, and I guess not just your position, and also just your time at Bark as well? What would you, a few sort of highlights there?
Yeah, look, mate, I think honestly learning sales has been really good for me. I think just the skill set development of just being able to sell, I think, is a very important life skill just in general. So I just getting almost like a paid course in how to do it, and I guess learning from really senior people here has been fantastic for me. Bark, the company itself's really great to work for. They take really good care of us here. Obviously, they have a few little perks like the gym, like lunch every Friday, just little things. And I think Simon and Tom, who run the show around here, as the GM and the head of sales, are really great guys. Probably the best bosses I've ever had. So it's been a really positive experience. The team's quite tight here, which is good. Yeah, overall, it's been a really good experience so far.
Yeah, awesome. And what sort of, looking back now, obviously a bit over 12 months into, you know, your role there, like what sort of advice would you give your past self, and even one better, you know, to someone similar that was, young Lucas stepping into his first tech sales role? What advice would you give there?
Yeah, without sounding too cliche, I think just keep going. It's initially it can be quite a daunting sort of role to step into if you've never done it before. But the more, like anything, the more you do it, the better you get. And I think there's initially quite a steep learning curve. Coops, as you mentioned to me when I got the role, and absolutely it's true. The first 3 to 6 months, you're not going to be the most charismatic and confident person in the room, but I think with repetition, it's been quite rewarding to see, I guess, yourself develop over the sort of the period. So yeah, I think anyone getting into a sales role, I think it's a fantastic choice. You learn a lot about, I guess, just the business world and how, I guess, you can interact with people, and just the sales sort of mentality. So yeah, just stick with it, and the results will come if you keep working hard.
Yeah, perfect. Well, unless you've got any funny jokes, mate, that's probably all we have in terms of questions. So thank you very much for your time, and do really appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Too easy.